Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to Kenya Lens Media, where we bring you news updates and also we do political analysis. And today, I'm here to analyze on the tour of the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua in London. Things are being said, things happened. He went there and came back quietly as a sorcerer. No one knew, people did not know as the norm. You know, Rigathi Gachagua has a culture when he goes outside the country. When he comes back, the whole country must know that Rigathi Gachagua is now landing at the airport. So this time round, that never happened. I'm reliably informed through the Nandi Senator Samson Cherargei that Rigathi Gachagua was chased away from London by Kenyans of goodwill who knew and who knows Rigathi Gachagua so much. So they knew that he was there to convince the people and also to try to hoodwink the Kenyans who are there into, joining DCP. So they chased him away from London before things escalated. So that is according to Samson Cherargei. Let us watch a video of him speaking about this. Roll the tape.
It is laughable because I just saw the former deputy president, impeached deputy president, just chatted in quietly like a muchawi. You know, he was chased away in London. In fact, he had told us he's going to raise 2 billion. But I'm told he raised only 2 million Kenya shillings, or was it 1.5 million shillings? Because the Kenyans in London knew that this is a political conman, and they will not allow him to raise any money. So I want to warn the aspirants under DCP that DCP is the highest auctioning house. Even I've seen some of the Gitungatis like from Kirinyaga, Murango, I've seen Garungo Adanwa, the likes of Meto. All of them, they will have to buy the ticket. That ticket has been sold to the highest bidder. And as a government, Mount Kenya is a stronghold of UDA. We will not allow anybody or some individuals to masquerade. We are going to have our candidates in UDA and also in DCP, but they sing UDA at night. So we know that, we know the neighboring. I was in Muranga. I was the neighboring to Muranga here in Kirinyaga. We have some women there. We must ensure we win. We must have people who are friendly. And after election, they come back home. They'll come back. So when I see people singing Kitungatis, like my friends from that region, following DCP, some of them want to be governors, some of them, I'm telling you, now that former impeached deputy president has failed to raise 2 billion in London, or was it 1 billion, they will have to buy party tickets from DCP. Ole wow, because they will have to buy, because some of us have intelligence that the people who are funding will be given the party tickets by DCP. And that is why he was shy today. I saw him trying to castigate the president and the government. Yet he's not telling the country that he...
Now, according to that video, there are some 5 things I want to talk about, or rather I have highlighted from that video. Number 1, Rigathi Gachagua, unlike his culture, this time round he jetted in Kenya, or they jetted back to Kenya silently. No one knew. No one said, no one raised an alarm. It was not a fracas like it used to be when he went out and came back after some 1 month. Number 2, Rigathi Gachagua had an intention of collecting money from, Kenyans who are staying in London. People of goodwill. He thought that he could raise something like 2 billion shillings, but unfortunately he did not raise that, and that is maybe the reason why he came back silently. Number 3, Cherargei is calling Rigathi Gachagua a political conman, saying that the people in London, they felt like this conman should not con them their money, and that is why they avoided him. Rigathi Gachagua remained, solo, and he felt alienated. Therefore, he decided to come back to Kenya, according to the video. And then, here, we are talking also about DCP party. And Cherargei is pointing out that DCP party is now the cash cow, whereby someone with the highest money, the highest amount of money, is the one to be given a ticket. Yeah, that the ticket in DCP is going to be hawked, and the highest bidder will carry the day. and therefore he's warning the people around Rigathi Gachagua that they have to pay a lot of money to gain the ticket. And that is the reason, or the reason that has led to that is the fact that he did not raise the 2 billion shillings he wanted to raise while in London. But then there are many things here we are going to put clear. First of all, there are two main reasons why Rigathi Gachagua went to London. Reason number one, he went there to popularize the Democracy for Citizens Party. He wanted to get new funds, he wanted to get new members from London who could join the party and also be perhaps members of the party and support DCP party operations and everything. Number two, Rigathi Gachagua went to London mainly because he wanted to raise funds of running the party. You understand that running a national party like DCP is no one's joke. It needs a lot of money, and the money that Rigathi Gachagua does not have. So he was banking on the people, the Kenyans in London, to contribute to him so that at least he can run the party ahead of 2027 elections. And plus, there is equally an Olkalau by-election that he is banking so much on. Yeah, and that Olkalau by-election, they want to win at all costs. So the money they were contributing in London, part of it is meant to do the campaigns in Olkalau constituency to make sure that the Olkalau DCP candidate wins the election. So those are the two main functions where Rigathi Gachagua was there. Another thing here, we want to dispute some of the things that Cherargei said. Immediately, Rigathi Gachagua arrived in London. In one of the speeches that were made by Nyandarua Senator John Methu, he said that Rigathi Gachagua could not afford to be there for a month, despite the fact that the people there wanted him to stay a little bit longer. He told them, Rigathi Gachagua is the engine of the opposition team in Kenya, and therefore Kenyans need him more than the people in London. That is why he told them that Rigathi Gachagua could spend a little more days, but not much, because he is needed back in Kenya. So here, according to the analogy of Cherargei, he is saying that Rigathi Gachagua was chased. But then, according to the statement I've given earlier of John Methu, he said that he could be there a few days. Therefore, maybe he was not chased is something that Cherargei is speaking and is talking about it, so that maybe he can make the people of Mount Kenya, the UDA people of Mount Kenya, to feel happy and feel protected. Another thing I can point out from what Cherargei said, it is about DCP party. He's saying that DCP party tickets will be auctioned to the highest bidder. That is according to Cherargei. In Olkalau, during the by-elections, those who wanted to enter into that race, they paid some amount of money. But then, there is no party that you can get a ticket without giving out money. That one we know, because those kind of the money, those kind of contributions are the ones that help the party to grow and also run day-to-day activities of the party. So yeah, those tickets will be paid for, and that is for reality. They will be paid for. But now I'm differing with the Cherargei, where he's saying that it will be auctioned. It's not about auctioning. It's about those members who want to join DCP. They have to give their money, the registration fee. Yeah, it's allowed. It is there. There is every party does that. Even UDA does that. Even ODM does that. So it's like Cherargei wants to demonize DCP party and also Rigathi Gachagua. Again, there are questions that many people are asking. Number one, why did Rigathi Gachagua come back to the country so silently? Is one of the questions that many people are asking. But I'm here to answer that. Rigathi Gachagua, there is a time he went outside the country. When he came back, he wanted to launch something like that of Raila Odinga. You remember where the Baba, while you were away, Baba. When that name came, Raila Odinga was outside the country for so long. And when he came back, it was a let me say, it was a ceremony. People were celebrating. It was a ceremony. Yeah, people were celebrating about his coming. Were saying, "Oh, Baba, when you were away, this and this happened, Baba," and that is how the name Baba was coined. So Rigathi Gachagua equally wanted to have a Baba moment when he came back, but akarealize kwamba pale watu wengi walikuja, it was difficult for him to move around, guns wakaingia, people were being beaten. So maybe that is the reason, number one, why Rigathi Gachagua never wanted to announce his coming, never wanted to cause some drama. Number two, reason why he came back silently and he jetted back so early, not that he was chased away, is because the DCP candidate and the UDA candidates were taking their papers. Walikuwa wanaweka makaratasi yao pale IBC. Therefore, he ought to have attended, because pale ni bedroom yake bana. He cannot risk anything. He wanted to be with the people of Olkalau. He wanted to stand with the Olkalau aspirant, DCP aspirant. That maybe is another reason why he came back to Kenya so early. He never stayed there a little as maybe people expected. I don't know what you think. I know you have your opinion too. You can write in the comment section. Let us talk. Let us discuss. Perhaps it can form a basis of whatever we're going to talk about in the next video. So if you're new here, consider subscribing, like and sharing our content. Hit the notification bell so that you can be receiving notifications each and every time we bring you a new content.